Joining us, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
So 2 mornings in a row, 20s.
Yes, so we are in the 20s to 30s this morning. A little bit warmer than yesterday, but still pretty chilly. We are going to warm up to the mid-60s today, though. Should be a nice day outside.
Another nice warm up.
Yes, a nice warm up today. So if you are waking up this morning, some of us are seeing frost. We are in the 20s to 30s, but if you do see frost, it will just be a quick scrape. Nothing like yesterday. We are not as cool as yesterday morning where we were in the lower 20s. But as of right now, we are looking to really warm up by noon, which around lunchtime we will be right near 60 degrees. So that's pretty warm for November. In the mid 60s for the later afternoon. It is going to be a pretty nice day today with sunshine and just a light breeze outside. So make sure you enjoy today because it is going to be another great fall day, and things are going to change a little bit tomorrow. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. That's going to be from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. So I will talk about that a little bit more coming up. And after that, we do cool down quite a bit with some snow chances on the way for early next week. So for the rest of today, sunshine. We will be in the 60s, which is very warm for November, and I will be talking a little bit more about that Storm Tracker 2 alert day coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Breaking Hurricane Nicole, bringing strong winds, heavy rains, and coastal flooding after sweeping through the Bahamas on the way to eventually making landfall along Florida's east coast. Nicole slammed the Bahamas with winds of 70 miles per hour. Projections put U.S. landfall along the Treasure Coast later today or early tomorrow. After that, Nicole's center is forecasted to move across Florida, up into Georgia and then the Carolinas by Friday, and then the remnants up possibly our way over the weekend. And developing this morning, investigators with the Oneida County Sheriff's Office.
Welcome back. We are going to be very warm for today and tomorrow. We will be in the mid 60s, but then we really start to cool down. Saturday, we will be in the 50s. That's still above average for this time of year. But then look at Sunday and Monday. We really start to drop into right near 40 degrees for the high temperature, and we do get some snow chances on these days coming up. So for tomorrow, once again, Storm Tracker 2 alert day, probably going to be seeing some widespread heavy rainfall in the afternoon and night tomorrow. Saturday, a few showers do linger in the morning, but then we do dry out to some sun for the day, still on the warmer side with highs in the 50s. As for Sunday, we do look dry for the Mohawk Valley and south. We could be seeing a few lake effect snow showers actually north of the Mohawk Valley for Sunday as we do really start to cool down. So here's the chance of seeing snow. This is Sunday at 7 a.m. starting, and it looks to end Monday. There is a small chance that we will see snow, especially up north and in the Mohawk Valley. Southern valleys don't look to see it, possibly on the western part of our viewing area like Madison County, but there is a chance that we are going to be seeing snow for Sunday and for Monday of this upcoming week, Gary.
Anna, thank you. You're never
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies this morning, but it is chilly, not as cool as yesterday, and we are going to warm up a little bit warmer than yesterday as well. So let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Clear skies to start. Some of us are seeing frost, but not as heavy as it was yesterday. We are in the 20s and 30s this morning, and we will be above average today. Temperatures reaching the mid 60s. So as you are heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab those sunglasses. We are going to continue to see mostly sunny skies today. You may need the ice scraper depending on where you live. It does look like the cooler weather is south in the southern valleys compared to north. They are in the 30s, southern valleys in the 20s. Maybe your coat or a jacket this morning. We are going to warm up a little bit more today than yesterday, and maybe just a little bit extra time if you do see some frost this morning. But if you do see frost, it is just going to be a quick scrape. We did not fall in the freezings for that long last night. We were not in the 20s for a very long time like we were yesterday morning, so definitely just a quick scrape this morning, but keep in mind there may be some frost outside on your car windshield. We are once again going to be dry today. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and once again this is all thanks to this area of high pressure that is going to give us some sunshine today and really warm us up to a beautiful fall day. Things do change tomorrow. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. Widespread widespread heavy rainfall is possible due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. Localized flooding is also possible. We do look to see a general 1 to 2 inches of rain that could cause some flooding issues, especially Friday night. And thunderstorms are also possible overnight into Saturday morning. So we are keeping an eye on this. There also may be some gusty winds with those thunderstorms as well. So here's a look at the rainfall accumulation. The rain looks to start tomorrow afternoon and last through tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. It does look like we will see a general 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, with some areas maybe even seeing a little bit more than 2 inches. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. For today, we will reach the mid-60s. So around lunchtime, we will be right near 60 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, but still seeing sunshine. And later this afternoon for the evening commute, definitely are going to need the sunglasses once again. Bright sunset with temperatures at this point just around 60 degrees. Around dinner, we will be in the mid-50s, so we are going to start to drop in temperature, but tonight not getting as cool. We will be seeing lows in the 40s with an increase in cloud cover. So we will start out tomorrow mostly cloudy, and then just around noon, this is 12:30, we start to see that rain creeping up. Widespread heavy rainfall looks to continue for the rest of the day tomorrow. It looks pretty heavy at around 6-7 p.m. tomorrow night, and then it does start to taper off tomorrow into Saturday morning. So for today, make sure you enjoy it. Nice day outside with sunshine, and we are not going to be as cool overnight, and we will start to see an increase in cloud cover. That's in preparation for the rain tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. That lingers a little bit into Saturday, but we really cool down next week, Gary.
So not as chilly tonight for sure.
No, we will be in the 40s tonight, so no frost.
Yeah, no 20s until what, next week.
Yes, next week it looks to get very, very cool.
Hannah, thank you. The time now is for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And a bit chilly out, but not as bad as yesterday.
Yes, not as bad as yesterday. We are in the 20s and 30s, and we are going to warm up a little bit more than yesterday, too.
Boy, this November weather is pretty unbelievable.
Yes, but things will change next week. It looks a lot cooler next week. So let's take a look now. This morning, if you are going to be heading out the door, some areas are seeing frost, but not as heavy of a frost as yesterday. It would just be a quick scrape to start because we are ranging in the 20s and 30s. We are not very cold like we were yesterday morning. And we are going to warm up a little bit more today. Just around 60 degrees at noon, pretty warm at that point, even reaching the mid-60s this afternoon for the high temperature. A great fall day to spend outside with sunshine and especially pretty warm for November. But things are looking to change, so make sure you get outside and enjoy today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Tomorrow we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole at this point. It does look like flooding could be an issue, so that's why we did issue an alert day for this, and we will keep you updated with any new information. And after tomorrow, it does start to get a lot cooler heading into next week with possibly even some snow chances. So for the rest of the day, make sure you get outside, sunshine, temperatures in the 60s, and I will be talking a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you, and don't forget the
Welcome back. We are starting out a lot warmer than yesterday morning, but there still are some areas that are seeing frost. We are measuring 41 degrees, though, at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. About 5 degrees cooler because it is a little bit breezy, but the wind should lighten up for today, and we are going to be seeing sunshine and warmer weather with highs in the 60s. That's very warm for November, but come tomorrow, we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Flooding is definitely able to tomorrow. We are keeping an eye out on it. At this point, it does look like widespread. We are going to be seeing 1 to 2 inches of rain. If there are any flooding issues, it looks to be tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. So keep that in mind. Cars can wash away in floods. Definitely do not drive through any water that is flooded over. So for the rest of today, though, once again, they're going to be beautiful, light breeze, temperatures in the 60s with sunshine and pretty warm for November. Coming up, I will take a closer look at the alert day tomorrow once again, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We've got a warning now to anyone taking certain over-the-counter diet.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies once again this morning, and it is not as chilly as yesterday. Most of us are in the 30s and 40s to start. So let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Once again, clear skies. It is going to be another beautiful fall day, even a little bit warmer than yesterday. So make sure you get out and enjoy it because things do change tomorrow. So if you are heading out the door, I would definitely grab the sunglasses. We are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies once again today. Very similar to yesterday, just a little bit warmer. Maybe you need the ice scraper to just defrost the windshield for just a minute or two. We are seeing some light frost in some areas this morning, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. Your coat for the morning, but definitely later on, you probably need just a lighter jacket. We are starting out cool, but we will really warm up today. Maybe just a little bit extra time if you do see some frost on your windshield. People who are seeing frost this morning, definitely south of the Mohawk Valley, it looks like. That's where temperatures are in the upper 20s. But overall, just a quick scrape is needed. Not like yesterday where we did see heavy frost. We are not as cool to start this morning, and we really will warm up today. So we are tracking dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is all thanks to an area of high pressure, giving us beautiful weather, and this is going to move out and things are going to change tomorrow. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. This is due to widespread heavy rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. This could cause some localized flooding in our area, and even thunderstorms are going to be possible tomorrow night into Saturday. The timing of this looks to start tomorrow afternoon. That's when the rain looks to start to come in, getting really heavy in around 4, 5, 6 p.m. and it looks to last overnight into Saturday morning. So a few showers will linger Saturday morning, then we will dry out. Overall, it does look like we could be receiving 1 to 2 inches widespread of rainfall. Some areas maybe even receiving a little bit more than 2 inches. That looks to be north and west within our viewing area. For today, though, we are going to be dry, beautiful with sunshine. Temperatures right near 60 at lunchtime and in the mid-60s for the high temperature. For the commute home, another bright sunset. Make sure you grab those sunglasses, and around dinner time, just in the mid-50s. Our temperature is not going to get that low tonight. We will just be in the 40s with an increase in cloud cover in preparation for tomorrow. Tomorrow, just around noon, maybe a little bit after, that's when we see the rain starting to creep up, coming in from the south. And then later in the day tomorrow, 6, 7 p.m., that's when it looks to be pretty heavy. If we do have any flooding issues, it will be tomorrow night into Saturday, where things will keep getting a little bit worse, and then we will dry out Saturday. So it does look like tomorrow night it could be receiving the heaviest of the rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. But as for today, we are dry, beautiful, and tonight we are pretty warm overnight. So once again, tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, possibly causing some flooding issues. We are going to continue to keep an eye out on that. If it does cause any issues, it will be tomorrow night. Lingering a little bit into Saturday, then we really cool down next week, Gary.
Look at today and tomorrow, though. 64, 64.
Yes, so very, very warm for November. So let's enjoy it today while we have it.
That we will. Hannah, thank you. One of the largest... I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Bundle up this morning at the bus stop, that's for sure.
Yes, so it is chilly to start. Not as cold as yesterday, and we are going to be a little bit warmer today, so it should be a nice fall day.
Wow, a nice summer-like day almost.
Yes, we will be in the 60s, so almost.
Yeah.
Let's take a look now. Some areas are seeing some frost this morning. It does look like areas south of the Mohawk Valley, but if you are seeing frost at all, it is just going to be a quick scrape. Nothing like yesterday. We were not below freezing for too long last night, so definitely a little bit warmer to start out. And we will be warmer today. We will reach the mid-60s. We are starting out in mainly the 30s, 38 degrees in Old Forge and Deerfield, 37 degrees in Clinton, and looking to the south, that's where it is a little bit cooler, 28 degrees in Lawrence and Morris, and 34 degrees in Milford. So another great fall day is in store. Make sure you get outside and enjoy it with the sunshine because things are going to change. Tomorrow we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, possibly causing some flooding issues. This is all due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. So we will keep you updated on that. And even after this weekend, cooler weather does look to come in with possibly even some snow chances. For today, though, sunshine. Make sure you get outside and enjoy the warmer weather. I will be talking a little bit more about this alert day tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it.
Welcome back. It is going to be warm today and warm tomorrow, above average for November. But things really start to cool down for the beginning of next week. We will just be near 40 degrees for the high temperatures starting on Sunday. And we do see some chances for some snow. So looking ahead to the weekend, once again, we have that alert day tomorrow due to widespread heavy rainfall. That lingers a little bit into Saturday, but on Saturday we will dry out and we still will be on the warmer side with temperatures in the 50s. As for Sunday, we do look dry for the Mohawk Valley and south of the Mohawk Valley, but there could be even a few lake effect snow showers north of the Mohawk Valley on Sunday as we do cool down. So here's the chance of seeing snow. This starts at Sunday, 7 a.m. We do see up north, definitely seeing a chance of seeing some snow, and that brings a little bit into the Mohawk Valley and south of the Mohawk Valley, but on the western portion for that lake effect snow. And this ends at Monday, 4:30 a.m. So it does look like we could be seeing a little bit of snow Sunday night into Monday as well, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Well, you're never
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies this morning, and we are not as cool as yesterday. There are just some areas of frost, but we will really warm up today, especially for the beginning of November. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Once again, clear skies to start. A little bit chilly out there, so I'll grab the coat, but we are really going to warm up today. A beautiful day ahead, so make sure you enjoy it because things are going to change tomorrow. So heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab those sunglasses. We are going to be seeing sunny skies today, and maybe the ice scraper defrost the car just a little bit this morning. We are seeing some areas of just a little bit of frost. And your coat, it is chilly to start, but we really do start to warm up today. We will reach the 60s. That's pretty warm for November. Maybe just a little bit extra time in areas of frost, and that looks to be south of the Mohawk Valley. So definitely out the door this morning, just a quick scrape would be needed if you are seeing some frost. Not as heavy as yesterday. We were not really below freezing for too long last night. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are still tracking dry conditions. This is still thanks to this area of high pressure that has been lingering just south of us. Gave us beautiful weather yesterday, another beautiful day in store today. And that's going to move out before the remnants of Hurricane Nicole do make their way up to us. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. This is due to widespread heavy rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. And we could be seeing some localized flooding with this. So that's why we did issue an alert day. If we do see any areas of flooding, it does look to be tomorrow night. Even though the rain does start tomorrow afternoon, it lasts through the night into early Saturday morning. If we do see any flooding, it will be tomorrow night. There also is the possibility of a few thunderstorms. That looks to be tomorrow night as well. So it does look like we could be seeing 1 to 2 inches widespread of rainfall, but most of the heavy rain looks to stay west. So the western north part of our viewing area, that looks like they could be receiving a little bit more than 2 inches as well. But for today, a beautiful day outside. We will reach right near 60 around lunchtime and in the mid 60s for the high temperature. For the commute home, we will be right around 60 once again. Definitely need those sunglasses, another bright sunset, and we will be in the mid 50s around dinner time. Overnight, we will only reach the 40s. It will not be getting as cool, and we will see an increase in clouds in preparation for those showers coming in tomorrow afternoon. It does look to start around noon. We can start to see it creeping up in the southern portion of our viewing area. It looks to get very heavy at times, with the heaviest of it being around dinner time, 6-7 p.m. tomorrow. That looks to last through tomorrow night. A few thunderstorms are also possible before tapering off Saturday afternoon. But for today, we are tracking sunshine, a beautiful day, warm for November, and warm overnight with an increase in cloud cover. Tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, possibly seeing some flooding issues. That would be tomorrow night if we do see any. Showers linger a little bit into Saturday, and we really start to cool down next week, Gary.
snowflakes in the forecast, it looks like.
Yes, we have snowflakes in the forecast for Sunday night and Monday.
Wow.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to any of my snow tires on before.
Yeah, a lot of winter lovers are definitely looking forward to it.
Yes.
Though. Well, be sure to like us on Facebook, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And another beautiful November day ahead.
Yes, we are going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday, still seeing sunshine, but let's enjoy it today because we do get very cold next week. November's here.
Yeah, we'll take it while we can.
Yeah, we'll take it while we can. So let's take a look now. If you are heading out the door this morning, some areas are seeing frost. It does look like the areas south of the Mohawk Valley. But even if you are seeing frost this morning, just a quick scrape is needed. It's not like yesterday morning. We did not get too cold last night. Our temperatures were just around and a little bit low freezing, so just a quick scrape is needed to start this morning. According to our sky watchers, most of us are in the 30s. 38 degrees in Old Forge and in Deerfield, 34 degrees in New Hartford. And looking to the south, we're just a little bit cooler. We have 28 degrees in Morris and in Lawrence this morning. So make sure you enjoy today. It's going to be another beautiful day, above average temperatures and sunshine. Tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole, possibly seeing some flooding issues. So I will talk about that coming up a little bit more. And cooler weather looks to come in next week after this weekend, with possibly even some chances for some snow. As for today, though, we are dry with sunshine, a beautiful fall day ahead, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. State Police in Oneonta.
Welcome back. We are starting out a bit chilly this morning. We are around and just above freezing. So we are measuring 36 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It feels about 6 degrees cooler because it is still a little bit breezy outside, but the wind should be lighter today. Today looks like a beautiful day with sunshine and temperatures reaching the mid 60s. That's very warm for November. So make sure you enjoy it because things are looking to change tomorrow. We've issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall tomorrow. That's from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. 1 to 2 inches can be expected. Even some areas could be seeing a little bit more than 2 inches, and that could cause some flooding issues tomorrow night. So that's why we have issued an alert day. There also could be thunderstorms, and they look possible tomorrow night as well. So just be careful when driving. You never know which areas can be flooded on the roadways, and definitely do not drive through any areas of flood on the roadways because your car could be swept away or some problems could happen with your car. So keep that in mind for tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We've got a warning now to anyone.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out a bit chilly this morning, but we really are going to warm up to above average temperatures today with sunshine. So let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the Mohawk Valley. A beautiful sunrise to start this morning. We are going to be seeing nothing but sunshine once again today, so make sure you get outside and enjoy it because things are looking to change for tomorrow. Heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab the sunglasses. We are going to be seeing sunshine all day today, as well as your coat to start, maybe even just needing a light jacket later on because we are warming up to the mid 60s. Some of us may need an ice scraper or to defrost the windshield just a little bit this morning. We are right around freezing, so we could be seeing just a little bit frost to start and maybe some extra time to get rid of that frost. So once again, heading out the door this morning, the commute should not be that bad, just a little bit sunny, but it is pretty chilly to start. Bailey and Gracie here snuggled up this morning. A little bit of frost outside, but we are seeing sunshine. Definitely grab those sunglasses. Sunglasses definitely needed for the bright sunset at the evening commute. If you do want to be a part of Nala's Neighbors, you can go over to my Facebook page. I have a pinned post and you can comment your cats under there. I do different cats every day. Today's featured Bailey and Gracie snuggled up on this chilly morning. We are tracking dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is all once again thanks to an area of high pressure giving us beautiful fall weather today. And make sure to enjoy it because tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. This is due to widespread heavy rainfall from the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. Localized flooding is possible with the amount of rain we are looking to get, and we could also be seeing a few thunderstorms. But if we do see any flooding and thunderstorms, it is going to be tomorrow night. The rain looks to start tomorrow afternoon and last into early Saturday, but it is looking like we could be receiving 1 to 2 inches widespread of rainfall. Even some areas west and north in our viewing area could be receiving a little bit more based on the storm track as of right now. So this morning we are waking up chilly. We will be right near 60 already at around lunchtime, so already pretty warm, still seeing sunshine and in the mid 60s for the high temperature. For the evening commute, definitely grab the sunglasses, a bright sunset tonight, and we will not drop too much in temperature. We will be in the mid 50s around dinner time and in the 40s overnight with an increase in cloud cover in preparation for that rain tomorrow. That rain does look to start to creep up into to the southern portion of our viewing area around noon. And then for the rest of the afternoon through tomorrow night, we are going to be seeing widespread heavy rainfall. It looks to be at its heaviest between 5 and 8 p.m. Thunderstorms are also possible tomorrow overnight into Saturday. But as for today, beautiful weather, sunshine, just a slight breeze, temperatures above average, and tonight mild overnight, especially for this time of year. So tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, possibly seeing some localized flooding, so we will continue to keep you updated on that. A few showers linger into Saturday, but we really start to cool down next week, Gary.
64. I like that number.
Yes, it's very warm for November, so let's enjoy it today before it gets November weather next week when it gets cold.
That's for sure, Hannah. Thank you. Well, one of the largest, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And bundle up at that bus stop this morning.
Yes, we are starting out chilly, but we are going to be seeing a beautiful day, a little bit warmer than yesterday, too.
Another great November day.
Yes, so make sure you enjoy it because things are going to change tomorrow. So let's take a look now at the bus stop forecast. If you are heading out to the bus stop this morning, we are seeing chilly weather. There are some areas of some light frost, but otherwise not as cool as yesterday. In the afternoon, we will reach the 60s, so it should be pretty beautiful and above average for this time of year. So for the rest of the day, we are tracking sunshine, a little bit of a breeze with above average temperatures, and for tonight, very mild overnight in preparation for some rain tomorrow, Gary.
Thank you. Coming up now, we have a story here for you. Breaking overnight, Hurricane Nicole bringing strong winds, heavy rains, and coastal flooding after sweeping through the Bahamas. Now on its way to eventually making landfall along Florida's east coast. Nicole slammed the Bahamas with winds of 70 miles per hour. Projections put U.S. landfall along the Treasure Coast later today or early tomorrow. After that, Nicole's center is forecast to move across Florida, into Georgia, and then the Carolinas, and eventually remnants up our way over the weekend. Developing this morning, investigators
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with sunshine this morning. It is a little bit chilly, but today looks to be a beautiful fall day. So let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. Overlooking the Mohawk Valley, we can see the beautiful sunrise this morning. Definitely need the sunglasses as you are heading out the door, and we are going to continue to see sunshine and warmer weather today. So we are starting out mostly in the 30s. We are measuring 39 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It feels like 33 degrees because it still is a little bit breezy outside, but today the winds will lighten up and we will reach the mid 60s for the high temperature. So definitely grab those sunglasses. May need an ice scraper for just some light frost this morning. Some of us did see temperatures below freezing last night. Definitely a coat or jacket to start, but probably won't need a heavier coat later on. We will be in the mid 60s this afternoon. Maybe just a little bit extra time if you do see areas of frost this morning. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions today. This is all thanks to an area of high pressure that came in yesterday, giving us a beautiful fall day yesterday, and we will be even warmer today. So make sure you get outside and enjoy it because things are going to change tomorrow. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. Localized flooding is possible. If we do see any areas of flooding, it is looking to be Friday night, and same thing with those thunderstorms. They are possible, but if we do see them, it is going to be Friday night. So it does look like we are going to be seeing widespread about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, and due to the track of Hurricane Nicole, it does look like the heaviest rain is going to fall west of us, so our western and northern portion of our viewing area could be seeing even a little bit more than 2 inches of rain. So make sure you enjoy today. We are starting out chilly, but just around lunchtime we will be right near 60 degrees, still seeing sunshine, and for the evening commute, definitely need the sunglasses for that. We are going to be seeing quite a bright sunset tonight. Temperatures just around 60 at this point. Around dinner time, we will be in the mid-50s, so not really dropping too much in terms of temperature. And tonight, we are going to be mild overnight. Lows are just in the 40s as we see an increase in cloud cover. In preparation for tomorrow, we will start out cloudy. And just around noon, we will start to see some of this rain start to creep up from the south. And the heaviest rain looks to be in the afternoon night, so 5 to 8 p.m. That is when it looks like it is going to be raining pretty heavily at this time. If we do see any flooding issues, it is going to be Friday night. But as for today, we are going to be seeing sunshine throughout the day, just a slight breeze. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, very warm for November, and very mild overnight with lows just in the 40s. Tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, possibly causing some flooding issues. We will continue to keep you updated on that. And scattered showers continue into Saturday, but we do dry out but cool down a lot for next week.
Gorgeous outside. Here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
A beautiful afternoon is expected, and our high temperatures today look to reach the mid-60s with sunshine. So let's take another look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are still tracking dry conditions. Things are going to change tomorrow, so make sure you spend time outside with this warm weather and sunshine. Tomorrow, we are expecting widespread heavy rainfall. This is going to be due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. A few scattered showers do linger into Saturday morning, but then by Sunday, we should be dry. An isolated shower or even a snow shower is possible up north. So looking ahead to the weekend, scattered showers linger into Saturday morning. Then the sun does look to come out a little bit. As for Sunday, we do look dry with a few rain, maybe even snow showers up in the North Country throughout the day on Sunday. But for the rest of the day, make sure you enjoy the warmer weather with sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful fall day. We'll be talking a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit. Now, Tropical Storm Nicole made landfall on Florida's Atlantic coast early this morning, and it was later downgraded to a tropical storm as it now heads towards Georgia. NBC's Jay Gray reports from Jensen Beach, Florida, with the very latest.
Hey there, and look, a big change in conditions from overnight and early morning as this storm pushes through Florida and into Georgia. I want to show you, though, the waves are still big here, building, and just huge rollers moving into the coastline here. Flooding has been an issue over the last 24 hours. The dunes that protect this area battered significantly, and many of them breaking, washed away. And so you've got that flooding that we talk about, pouring over roadways, some of the roadways torn up. And then you've got water into businesses and homes as well. And so that's something they'll be dealing with over the next several days here. It was a massive storm, more than 400 miles wide. So it affected at one time the entire state here. Power outages, another big deal. More than 300,000 without power, and that number is expected to grow as well. Now, the storm really went to a tropical storm not long after crossing the shoreline, about 40 miles to the north of where we are right now, near Vero Beach. But even though it was downgraded to a tropical storm from a Category 1 hurricane, still causing some major issues, and it will for the next few days. This system's going to push into Georgia and the Carolinas and then up the eastern seaboard. So you'll see wind, you'll see rain associated with this for the next at least 48 hours for millions of people having to deal with the effects of Nicole. That's the very latest from here in Jensen Beach. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you now.
Jay, thanks. Continuing coverage now, we have
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking sunshine for the rest of this afternoon and warmer weather. Temperatures are expected to reach the mid-60s. So let's take a look now at the CAVI tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Beautiful sunshine once again for today, even a little bit warmer than yesterday. So make sure you get outside and enjoy this warmer weather. It is going to be warm tomorrow, but we are expecting a lot of rain. So today's high temperatures look to reach the mid-60s for most of us. 65 degrees in Utica, Rome, Camden, Oneida, 61 degrees in Boonville and in Remsen. And looking to the south, still in the 60s for the high temperature, 60 degrees in Richfield Springs, 62 degrees in Hamilton and in Norwich for the high temperature today. So overall, a very warm day, especially for November and for this time of year. So Nala can clearly see her two neighbors today, Bailey and Gracie. They are all snuggled up here this afternoon. We are warming up for the rest of this afternoon. And for the evening commute, you definitely need your sunglasses because it is going to be quite sunny with that bright sunset. So once again, today's featured cats are Bailey and Gracie. If you do want to be a part of this, you can go over to my Facebook Facebook page. Go to the pinned posts and comment pictures of your cat under that post. I do a different cat or cats every day. We are still tracking dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, things are going to change tomorrow. We're expecting widespread heavy rainfall. That's due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. Localized flooding is possible, and so are thunderstorms. But if we do see any flooding or thunderstorms, it is going to be Friday night. The rain looks to start Friday afternoon and it lasts throughout the night, lingering into Saturday morning. So a lot of rain. Overall, 1 to 2 inches can be expected for most of us. Even our western portion of our viewing area, because that's the way the storm is tracking at this point, could be seeing a little bit more than 2 inches of rain. So for the rest of this afternoon, we will reach the mid-60s, continuing to see sunshine. We'll be right near 60 for the evening commute, and grab those sunglasses for the drive home, and in the mid-50s for dinner time. Tonight, we will see an increase in cloud cover, remaining very mild overnight, and it will be cloudy to start tomorrow, but just around noon, that is when we will start to see that rain creeping up from the south, and the heaviest rain looks to be between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m. This is 6 p.m. I can see this point. It is widespread. It is heavy. It does look to last all throughout the night on Friday and linger a little bit into Saturday morning. So we will keep you updated with any information on that. And as for today, sunny and warm, temperatures in the 60s and only in the 40s tonight with an increase in cloud cover. Tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. Localized flooding is possible, as well as a few thunderstorms. If that was to happen, that would be at night on Friday. Those showers linger a little bit into Saturday. We do dry out Saturday, and we trend a lot cooler heading into next week.
Hannah, thank you. It could be days, half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
A beautiful afternoon is expected, and our high temperatures today look to reach the mid-60s with sunshine. So let's take another look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are still tracking dry conditions. Things are going to change tomorrow, so make sure you spend time outside with this warm weather and sunshine. Tomorrow, we are expecting widespread heavy rainfall. This is going to be due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. A few scattered showers do linger into Saturday morning, but then by Sunday, we should be dry. An isolated shower or even a snow shower is possible up north. So looking ahead to the weekend, scattered showers linger into Saturday morning. Then the sun does look to come out a little bit. As for Sunday, we do look dry with a few rain, maybe even snow showers up in the North Country throughout the day on Sunday. But for the rest of the day, make sure you enjoy the warmer weather with sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful fall day. We'll be talking a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. A 50-year-old Oneonta.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are seeing beautiful sunshine once again for today, and it even is going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday. Let's take a look now at the CAV Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Sunshine, beautiful fall day in store, so make sure you get outside and enjoy it because it is looking like we are going to be seeing some rainfall tomorrow due to the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. And today's high temperatures look to reach the mid-60s for most of us. 64 degrees in Middleville, 66 degrees in Little Falls, and 61 degrees in Boonville, Remsen, and in Waterville. And looking to the south, still in the 60s, we have 64 degrees in New Hartford, 65 degrees in Herkimer and Canajoharie for the high temperature today. So overall, very warm, especially for the beginning of November, and very sunny. Nala can clearly see her neighbors today, her two neighbors, Bailey and Gracie, all snuggled up. Definitely make sure you are wearing your sunglasses if you are driving at all right now, or if you are going to be driving for the evening commute. Bright sunset tonight as well, but overall shouldn't be a problem when commuting. In today's featured cats, Bailey and Gracie, if you do want to be a part of this, you can head over to my Facebook page under the pinned post and comment pictures of your cats. I do different cats every day. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still tracking dry conditions today, but tomorrow we are going to be seeing rainfall. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall, and this is because of the remnants of Hurricane Nicole. Localized flooding is possible, as well as a few thunderstorms, but if that does happen, if those seem to be a problem, that will happen Friday at night, early Saturday morning. It does look like we are going to be seeing 1 to 2 inches widespread of rainfall. That is enough to cause some flooding issues, and because of the track of Hurricane Nicole at this point, it does look like the heaviest of rain is going to be for our western portion of our viewing area. They could be seeing even a little bit more than 2 inches of rain. But for today, a beautiful day, make sure you get outside. Temperatures around 60 at this point. We will be in the mid 60s this afternoon and reach 60 degrees back again for the evening commute. Around dinner time, just in the mid 50s, and we are going to be pretty mild overnight with an increase in cloud cover, lows just in the 40s. As for tomorrow, we start out cloudy and dry, but around noon, that's when we start to see that rain starting to creep up. The heaviest of rainfall is going to be Friday evening, looking to be between 5 and 8 p.m. This is 6 p.m. At this point, we can see it's widespread and heavy in some places, and that looks to last through Friday night. A few thunderstorms possible, lingering into Saturday morning before drying out. So we could be seeing some problems with that. We will continue to keep you updated. As for today, highs are going to be in the mid 60s, warm for November, and we are seeing sunshine. Tonight, we will see an increase in cloud cover, but very mild overnight. Tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. Localized flooding is possible, as well as a few thunderstorms. Those showers linger a little bit into Saturday. We do dry out and trend a lot cooler next week with some chances of some snow. Gary.
Oh boy, snow. Well, time now for that special sneak peek. It was in February.
Just Bill Carter standing by in the Weather Center, and we are talking alert day tomorrow.
Yeah, we're talking about heavy rainfall tomorrow later in the day from the remnants of Nicole, which made landfall as a hurricane early this morning. This is heading in our direction. By the time it gets here, it's going to weaken tremendously, but it's still expected to produce some locally heavy rain, maybe a rumble of thunder too. The rainfall that we're tracking here, again, most of this arrives late in the day tomorrow. Current temperature 61 degrees. It turned out to be a lovely day in central New York. Plenty of sunshine. We made it to the mid 60s. Very much not very November-like. November is usually a very cloudy month of the year, but again, we'll enjoy the sunshine while we have it. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Clear skies across the region. We'll cool off this evening into the mid 50s under mostly clear skies. With clouds on the way, temperatures won't be quite as cool tonight. Again, we're tracking rainfall for Friday and much cooler weather to follow. Well, look at that forecast is coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Open for business. The bridge that goes over Steel Creek and
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A beautiful day today. Sunshine, temperatures made their way into the upper 60s this afternoon. It is starting to cool off with, of course, the setting sun. This is a live look in Cooperstown. This is our Utica National Tower Cam, looking at clear skies. High clouds will be working their way into the region tonight ahead of Tropical Storm Nicole. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the region. We will see some wind tomorrow and Friday, and Saturday, I should say, from the remnants of Nicole. But by the time Nicole gets here, it's expected to weaken tremendously. So just a breeze here, nothing strong, nothing damaging. The winds will be picking up on Saturday. Actually, the winds look stronger Saturday compared to Friday, and that's because of a cold front. Winds Saturday afternoon gusting between about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Light winds on Sunday, and then wind gusts similar on Monday with cold weather settling into the region. Temperatures across the area, again, not bad for this part of November. Whitesboro 63, Westmoreland 61, Little Falls 59. Across southern valleys, Skinevus 58, Cooperstown 61, and Sherburne with 63 degrees. Remaining clear this evening, so decent weather for taking the dog for a walk. Just make sure you have a way of being very visible if you're going to be out near the roadway. Temperatures will be in the 50s here. Our featured dog tonight is Junior from Deerfield. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. This is brought to you by Staffworks. So we have a few things going on that we're tracking. We're tracking the remnants of Nicole, which will be making their way north and east. And this storm is expected to turn because of a cold front that will also be impacting our weather. They're going to combine together and push this storm out to sea. But again, we're going to be dealing with some of the rain before that happens. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, increasing clouds. Overnight lows drop into the mid-40s. We start out Friday dry, but during the afternoon, that's when we're expecting the rain. I think it'll be dry at lunchtime, or at least mostly dry. I think the rain's going to be arriving right around lunchtime. It'd be somewhere between 12 and 2, and it comes in pretty quickly. So the afternoon is looking to be a washout, as well as the evening. Temperatures will be in the low 60s. More rain is expected tomorrow night. Some rumbles of thunder are possible too. This is part of the cold front that rolls through. We're going to see a drop in temperature, an early high Saturday in the upper 50s and then into the low 50s heading into Saturday afternoon. Rainfall totals look to be a general 1 to 2 inches, so flooding is possible. We're mainly concerned about ponding on roadways. Increasing clouds tonight, 46 for the low. Tomorrow into the low 60s before the rain arrives in the afternoon. Storm Tracker 2's 7-day forecast. The weather cools down. In fact, some rain and snow showers are possible late Sunday. This is mainly Sunday night into early Monday. It's chilly, if not cold Monday, high of only 39. And it stays on the cold side heading into next week with a few rain and snow showers possible looking ahead to Wednesday. And coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about the potential dangers with heavy rainfall in a very short period of time.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Well, coats were given away. Thanks for joining us as we get you ready for a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. It's happening tomorrow, and it will involve heavy rain. We're looking live right now. That's the coast of Florida. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis standing by with what we can expect coming up tomorrow. Bill.
All right, our biggest concern tomorrow is some heavy rainfall. And I know it's been really dry lately, and we haven't had a lot of rain. But because we're tracking heavy rainfall in a very short period of time, we can still get flash flooding. Remember, flash flooding happens when water happens too quickly and it doesn't get to where it's supposed to be. And it tends to happen on roadways and poor drainage areas. And the biggest problem with flash flooding has to do with ponding on roadways, which can be an inconvenience, but sometimes it can get so heavy that it can actually wash cars away. And it's tricky at night. It can be tricky even during the daytime, unless you're absolutely sure how much water is on the roadway. We always ask for folks to never cross water-covered roadways unless you're absolutely sure how deep it is. That is often a big problem when there's a lot of rainfall and we do have flooding issues. One of the #1 places that people have issues is being trapped in cars during flooding events. So I hope that we don't have that tomorrow, but it is always something to keep in the back of your mind. We aren't dealing with some of these heavy rainfall events in the future. We're tracking how much rain occurs with the remnants of Nicole and when the rain comes to an end. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. After making landfall as a Category 1 hurricane overnight, Nicole is now a tropical storm, and it's pushing into Georgia. You can see it's quite a storm, and there's the track going right up there. Jay Gray reports now from those areas.
Crashing the shoreline in the early morning hours, Hurricane Nicole continuing a violent attack that began long before landfall. For the better part of a full 24 hours, the massive system unleashing strong winds, rain, the storm surge in some areas as much as 6 feet, chewing away protective sand dunes. Erosion started by Hurricane Ian, made much worse by Nicole. The water rushing across roads and into homes and businesses, seawalls crumbling, structures too, others dangling near the water's edge.
Mother Nature's unbelievable.
In so many ways. By the afternoon here in Jensen Beach, sunshine with patchy clouds. All of the rain, the wind is just about gone. The heavy surf here, the only reminder of the storm.
We have about another tidal cycle or two until we should see things back to normal.
As normal as things can be in the wake of back-to-back storms. Jay Gray, NBC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
A weather satellite was launched into space today from California. NASA and NOAA say the equipment supports essential forecasts for extreme weather events and will feed daily weather models as well as monitor climate change. The technology could be further developed to support crewed and large robotic missions to destinations like Mars, Venus, and Titan, as well as returning heavier payloads to Earth. The Toy Hall of Fame welcomed.
A couple of days ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
We've had such a wonderful fall. It's been dry, it's been warm, it's been sunny, but the weather is going to be changing in a very big way. We're talking about some heavy rainfall. We're thinking a general 1 to 2 inches of rain takes place tomorrow and tomorrow night from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. There are some good pieces here. It's not all terrible in terms of how much rain we get. It's been so dry that I think most rivers and streams should be able to handle this. It's ponding on roadways. It's areas of poor drainage that we're mainly concerned about heading into tomorrow and tomorrow night. And driving could be difficult with the rain and the ponding on the roadways, especially heading into Friday evening. We also have the chance of seeing some thunder with this. Again, as that tropical system works its way to the north, that is a possibility. It's not a very high chance, but it's something that would be surprised if we see a few rumbles of thunder here heading into tomorrow night. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's clear this evening. It's pleasant. Temperatures will be in the 50s. We are dry through tomorrow morning, and then we're tracking that rain along with a big drop in temperature. Look at that forecast that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thanks. Well, if you listen closely, Bill.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A lovely day. Sunshine. Temperatures made it into the upper 60s. We are going to be experiencing some big changes as we go ahead, as we move forward. Let's take a live look outside. The first thing that we'll see is some clouds starting to work in. That'll be taking place tonight, first thing tomorrow. It's a live look at our Cavby Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. The clouds will help keep temperatures from falling as much as they have over the past few nights. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain will eventually return to the area beginning tomorrow. Our rain chances will increase as we get into tomorrow morning, likely seeing the heaviest rain in the afternoon through the early evening. We'll get another round of some locally heavy rain Friday night. This is all from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. Rainfall totals between about 1 to 2 inches. It comes down pretty heavy, though, and it could create some ponding on roadways. Just be aware of that on your evening drive tomorrow. I think that'll be where we see the highest impact. And because of the heavy rain coming in such a short period of time, we've got tomorrow as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Gray, 48 degrees. Old Forge, 57. 57 in Inlet. Clinton, 61. Micah New Hartford, 57. A mild day across the southern valleys. Richfield, 57 degrees. Edmonston, 59. Helen and Cassville checking in with 60 degrees. We are keeping an eye on the remnants of what was Hurricane Nicole. It's situated over Florida now, but as a cold front moves in from the west, it's going to pull this storm into the northeast. This storm is going to be moving very fast, so there is some good news with that. We're not going to get a real lot of rain, but we will see it come down locally heavy as we head into Friday. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, increasing clouds, overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Friday morning, we start out dry at 7 a.m., but rain will be arriving as we head into Friday afternoon. I think it's still dry at lunchtime, but we're going to see that rain come in pretty quickly. Looking at rounds of rain through the afternoon, heavy at times. This is the scene at 5 p.m. More rain is expected Friday night. A cold front will arrive as we head into Saturday morning. That could produce some rumbles of thunder. A wet start to Saturday, but we do dry out pretty quickly. And we'll see a few breaks of sunshine Saturday afternoon as temperatures continue to cool off. We will also be tracking some lake effect snow as we head into Sunday night and Monday. So yeah, things are going to change very quickly. Increasing clouds tonight down to 46. Tomorrow, I'm looking at rain developing in the afternoon, 64 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, by Sunday, we're in the low 40s. Rain and snow showers will be arriving later in the day. Sunday night, also seeing some rain and snow showers. Chilly Monday, and the weather patterns stay on the cold side. Highs in the low 40s heading into next week. We'll be right back.
At 6, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
We're tracking heavy rainfall expected tomorrow from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. We have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for this. Possibility of some widespread heavy rainfall tomorrow evening. Ponding on roadways, localized flooding, primarily in poor drainage areas. We could also see some thunder heading into Friday night as well. Again, so a pretty high impact rainfall event. We haven't had a lot of rain this fall. It's been pretty dry. I think most of the stream should be able to absorb this rainfall, but it could still cause some issues late tomorrow. Current temperature 58 degrees, clear skies. It was a beautiful day. It's a lovely evening. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It stays clear this evening. Temperatures will be in the mid-50s. We're tracking the rain tomorrow and much colder weather to follow as we head into the weekend. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Open for business.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole that will bring heavy rainfall to our area as we head into tomorrow, especially later in the day. Let's take a live look outside. It is a nice evening if you're getting out and about, running some errands, going out to dinner. The weather looks great. Live look at our CAV tower cam. We're staying dry this evening as we look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. In addition to rain, we're also tracking some wind. Of course, we're dealing with a tropical system, and we will be seeing some breezes from that over the next 24 hours. The winds will be generally light in our area. So even though it's a tropical system, by the time it gets here, it's going to weaken a lot. And we're not talking about damaging winds with this, but you will notice the breeze tomorrow. That's being caused by the tropical system. And then Saturday, the winds will be coming in from the backside of the system from a cold front. The winds actually look stronger Saturday from the cold front than with the tropical system. Either way, it stays breezy here over the next several days. Barneveld, 57 degrees. Old Forge Inlet, also 57. Across the southern valleys, seem to be a pretty popular number. Cooperstown, Hartwick, Richfield, and Newport all checking in with 57. West Lawrence with 55 degrees. So we look at the radar and satellite image. We're watching, again, Tropical Storm Nicole working its way northward. It's going to be kicked out of the northeast by a cold front that will also bring a big drop in the temperature in our area as we head into the start of the weekend. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, we are dry tonight. We'll notice an increase in cloud cover overnight. That's going to keep temperatures in the 40s. We'll start out Friday morning at 7 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a mild start. Temperatures in the low 50s. The rain doesn't arrive until Friday afternoon, and I think we're dry around lunchtime, but not for very long. We'll be in the low 60s before the rain arrives. Widespread rain developing. Temperatures will be around 60 degrees by 5 p.m. with periods of rain. It's going to be warm, relatively speaking, for Friday night, with overnight lows remaining in the 50s and low 60s. It continues to rain Friday night, and it's a wet start to Saturday. This is part of a cold front rolling through. We do get a chance to dry out as we get into Saturday afternoon, and it turns breezy with falling temperatures. We'll be in the upper 50s. We'll drop down into the upper 40s here on Saturday. Rainfall totals 1 to 2 inches of rain expected across the board. Some potting on roadways. Keep that in mind if you're driving Friday evening. Increasing clouds tonight down to 46. Tomorrow, rain developing, a high of 64. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Rain comes to an end Saturday. It gets chilly. Lake effect rain and snow showers Sunday during the late afternoon heading into Sunday night. Even some rain and snow showers early Monday. And it's cold next week with high temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. Back over to you.
We have to get out the heavier coats, aren't we?
Yep.
Still to come on News Channel 2 at 60. Joining us after making landfall, historic landfall, as a Category 1 hurricane. Nicole has weakened into a tropical storm and is now on the move, churning up north where several states are already seeing severe weather. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis in just a moment on how it's going to affect us. First, reporter Chris Wynn is in Daytona, Florida, tracking Nicole's path in our top story tonight.
Nicole is on the move after becoming the first hurricane to make U.S. landfall in November in nearly 40 years. The storm system weakening as it goes north.
There remains a risk for severe weather, including isolated tornadoes.
The threat of severe weather now stretching across at least 3 states. Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina bracing for possible tornadoes. Destructive wind and rain embedded within Nicole's outer bands. South Carolina already seeing the effects as streets in Charleston begin to flood. Back in Florida, the damage is widespread.
The back of the house has fallen into the ocean.
Some homes and buildings are collapsing into the ocean, triggering evacuations.
Honestly, just kind of shocked. So still haven't really processed it.
Hundreds of thousands of people are without power. Flights are canceled, schools shut down. And in Lauderdale by the Sea, this portion of a pier partially collapsed. But officials say it could have been worse, saying Nicole's peak winds coincided with low tide, which limited the storm surge and flooding on the shore, sparing some beach communities.
There is significant coastal erosion right on the back of Ian, and now with Nicole coming through, there's a lot of coastal erosion, so please be careful.
We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis because we've got an alert day, but we're also tracking this and you've got the track, which way it's going and when it's going to hit us tomorrow.
Yeah, so right now it's right over the Panhandle, and as we head into tomorrow, it's going to go right up the East Coast. There's two things that's driving the path.
Okay.
One of them is high pressure to the east. It's turning this storm to the north. That's the primary reason why it's starting to turn. At the same time, there's a cold front to the west that's going to push this storm into the northeast. Both of these are going to squeeze it, which means this is going to move really quickly.
And that's why we have an alert day. So tomorrow evening is about the timing we're going to see heavy rain?
Yeah, it looks like tomorrow evening this thing is going to be here producing some heavy rainfall. And the primary concern here is, of course, flooding in terms of poor drainage areas, flash flooding more so than river flooding. The difference being flash flooding happens when water goes where it's not supposed to because it comes down too quickly. Roadways, poor drainage areas. Always our safety tip. Never drive through water unless you're absolutely sure how deep it is. That's the number one issue with flooding events, with cars getting stuck in water. Current temperature is 53. It's warm, at least relatively speaking. The last couple of nights it's been pretty cold at this time. That's because of the cloud cover and the wind. We're looking at overcast skies tonight. Temperatures drop down into the mid-40s. We're tracking when this rain arrives and how much we're expecting across the area. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Check this out. Bismarck, North Dakota, experiencing its first blizzard of the season. About 18 inches of snow are forecast for the areas around Bismarck and Jamestown. Schools closed. They shut down travel. National Weather Service reported thunder snow. Fortunately, not coming our way for sure. Decision 2022, yep.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. You can see the flag waving in the distance. We do have a light wind. It's dry tonight, but tomorrow our chance for rain will be greatly increasing, especially during the late morning to early afternoon. Widespread rain is expected to take place throughout a good portion of the day. The rain diminishes in the evening and then becomes heavy again overnight. Rain looks to come to an end as we head into Saturday. First part of the day looks wet, and then we'll get a chance to dry out in the late morning to early afternoon. In addition to rain, we could see some wind, some breezy conditions, not as strong as the folks in Florida were dealing with. By the time Tropical Storm Nicole comes here, the winds will be much lighter. We could see some rumbles of thunder with this, though, and I think the chance of that happening would be tomorrow night. So again, that's something to be on the lookout for. This is also going to feel pretty mild. It's not going to be a warm tropical rain, but it will be warmer than it's been lately. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet. Tonight we'll cloud up. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-40s. We start out tomorrow morning 7 a.m. with cloudy skies and temperatures in the mid-50s. The rain breaks out from south to north beginning around lunchtime. We'll be in the low to mid-60s, the warmest part of the day. The rain quickly spreads across the area during the afternoon, becoming heavy by 5 p.m. Widespread rain is expected. The rain will start to cut off as we head into tomorrow evening, at least temporarily, and then it'll fill back in as a cold front approaches from the west heading into tomorrow night. Widespread rain and a very mild night is expected. Saturday morning, it's a wet start, but watch what happens. We do get a chance to dry out as we get into Saturday afternoon. Cooler conditions, temperatures will fall throughout the day. A general 1 to 2 inches of rain is expected. We're concerned about ponding on roadways here. I think it's been such a dry fall that rivers and streams should generally be able to handle this type of rainfall. It's just that this happens very quickly, and that could still cause some issues here on the roadways. Looking ahead, there's a significant drop in the temperature. It is going to get chilly here as we head into the beginning of next week. Increasing clouds down to 46. Tomorrow, looking at a mild day with rain developing, becoming heavy at times heading into tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow evening. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. On Saturday, rain in the morning will dry out in the afternoon. It's an early high of 58. It's chilly here for the rest of next week with some snow showers possible Sunday night into Monday, as well as Wednesday, highs only in the 40s.
Hey, we've been pretty lucky this fall. We've had a really great stretch of weather, so hey, we've been waiting for this to come, and here it is.
all at once.
All at once. All right, thanks very much, Bill. Coming up next, divers in search after making an historic landfall as a Category 1 hurricane. Nicole has weakened into a tropical storm and now on the move, churning up north where several states are already seeing severe weather. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis in just a moment on how it's going to affect us. First, reporter Chris Wynn is in Daytona, Florida, tracking Nicole's path in our top story tonight.
Nicole is on the move after becoming the first hurricane to make U.S. landfall in November in nearly 40 years. The storm system weakening as it goes north.
There remains a risk for severe weather, including isolated tornadoes.
The threat of severe weather now stretching across at least 3 states. Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina bracing for possible tornadoes. Destructive wind and rain embedded within Nicole's outer bands. South Carolina already seeing the effects as streets in Charleston begin to flood. Back in Florida, the damage is widespread.
The back of the house has fallen into the ocean.
Some homes and buildings are collapsing into the ocean, triggering evacuations.
Honestly, just kind of shocked. So, still haven't really processed it.
Hundreds of thousands of people are without power. Flights are canceled. Schools shut down. And in Lauderdale by the Sea, this portion of a pier partially collapsed. But officials say it could have been worse, saying Nicole's peak winds coincided with low tide, which limited the storm surge and flooding on the shore, sparing some beach communities.
There is significant coastal erosion right on the back of Ian, and now with Nicole coming through, there's a lot of coastal erosion, so please be careful, please stay safe.
In Florida, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis now with a check of the forecast. And well, look, this is the track that the storm is taking, and the remnants are coming our way.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This storm is still in Florida, the panhandle of Florida, and the reason why it's going to move so quickly here is because it's getting squeezed between 2 different weather systems. We've got high pressure to the east, we have this cold front to the west, and as this cold front moves east, it's going to cause this storm to accelerate. All this wind is going to be squeezed together, and so some good news for us, this moves through really quickly. We're not going to get stuck with this system. That's usually the time where we get a lot of flooding. Speaking of flooding, when we do get the heavy rainfall tomorrow, we're not necessarily concerned with rivers spilling over their banks, but more likely we'll see flooding on roadways where it doesn't belong. This is due to the fact that the rain comes down really quickly. Primary concern tomorrow, ponding on roadways. In more extreme scenarios, if you cross water-covered roadways that are too deep, cars could still float. Again, not common tomorrow. Something to keep in mind, though, when we do get more rainfall events, you never want to drive through water-covered roadways unless you're absolutely sure how deep that water is. Current temperature is 53 degrees. Tonight, it's not going to be as chilly. We're down into the mid-40s. We're dry tonight, but the rain comes down hard tomorrow. We're timing the rain out, and we're looking at the latest rainfall totals that we can expect coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Hey, check this out. Bismarck, North Dakota. Their first blizzard of the season. 18 inches of snow forecasted for areas around Bismarck and Jamestown. They closed schools. They shut down travel. National Weather Service actually reported thunder snow. Bill tells us, though, this will not be affecting our weather. Thank goodness. Decision 2020.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is our tower cam from Utica National overlooking Cooperstown. You can see the flag waving in the distance here. A light wind is taking place tonight. That's actually keeping temperatures from falling, that and increasing cloud cover. Let's take you through the chance of rain tomorrow. It's dry tonight. It's dry first thing tomorrow. Then there's going to be a sharp increase in our chance for rain. I think most of us will see rain begin between noon to 2 p.m. The rain comes down hard throughout the afternoon and into the early evening. And I think we're going to get a break in the rain in the evening time through the early overnight. And then a cold front arrives very late tomorrow night into early Saturday, and that brings some heavy rain. We'll get a chance to dry out heading into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. There is also the chance that we could see a rumble of thunder. And I think the best chance of this happening would be very late tomorrow night and into early Saturday with that cold front. We're also talking about the possibility of some gusty winds with that front and some locally heavy rain. Again, it's an unusual setup, but we are dealing with the remnants of a tropical system. And even though we won't be getting the impacts that they saw in Florida, we'll still see some of that here in upstate New York, a milder rain, locally heavy at times throughout tomorrow afternoon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's looking dry tonight, increasing clouds, overnight lows only in the mid to upper 40s. Again, we're dry tomorrow morning, but then watch how quickly the rain arrives. Noontime to about 2 p.m., the rain quickly spreads across the area. Raining hard at 5 p.m., ponding on roadways, tricky travel, especially now that we're dark at 5. Temperatures tomorrow night will stay very mild. There'll be some breaks in the rain tomorrow evening and into early tomorrow night. And then here comes that cold front sweeping through the area, producing more heavy rain into early Saturday. Saturday, the rain comes to an end pretty quickly. We'll see warm temperatures early on, and then it'll be a cooler, windy afternoon with falling temperatures will be in the 40s here as we approach dinner time. 1 to as much as 2 inches of rain still in the cards heading into the day tomorrow. Looking ahead, this cold weather, this cold front that rolls through tomorrow night is going to be the beginning of a major pattern shift. We're going to see much below average temperatures, not only across the Northeast, but most of the country, the lower 48, getting into a very cold weather pattern that will include an occasional lake effect snow shower locally too. Increasing clouds tonight down to 46. Tomorrow, rain developing. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Saturday, rain early. Will dry out in the afternoon. 58 for the high. That's early in the day. Rain and snow showers Sunday, Sunday night, and Monday. There's not expected to be much accumulation, at least in the lower elevations. The hilltops might see an inch or two, but you can see temperatures will be above freezing during the day, so this stuff isn't going to last.
Is that considered like below normal?
Below normal, yeah. Usually we're in the mid to upper 40s this time of the year.
All right. Well, we're going to the other side now. Thanks very much, Bill. Coming up next,